I'd like to call this regular meeting of the Governing Board of the Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 on Tuesday, July 26, 2016 at 5 o'clock p.m. in the Daniel Fontes Governing Boardroom, District Office 570, Camino Lito Galindo, Rio Rico, Arizona. For those of you in our viewing audience, this meeting will be recorded due to technical difficulties and will be placed on YouTube later for your viewing pleasure. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Mrs. Susan Fobian. Here. Mrs. Rosie Simpson is absent. Mr. Brian Vandervoort.
Present.
Mr. John Hayes.
Present.
And myself, Mrs. Maria Newman. We do have a quorum. Item number 2, adoption of the agenda. Mr. Verdugo.
Yes, we have a couple of requests to remove a few items. First, under Section 5, information, discussion, action. Item number 7. The information session possible action for this EXO contract is still going back and forth through our attorneys, and so we are hoping that if it does get approved, that we may place it on the special meeting of officer that we do decide to have that meeting. Also on page 5, remove classified substitutes Stephanie Monserrat and Erica Lopez. And on page 7, under other classified, Maria Penn.
Okay, do I hear a motion to adopt the agenda with those deletions? So moved.
Second.
Okay. I hear a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries and the adoption of the agenda passes. Item number 3, call to the public. Members of the public wishing to address the board on matters within the jurisdiction of the board are required to complete the appropriate request to speak form and submit the completed form to the board secretary prior to the meeting. At the conclusion of the call to the public, individual members of the board may only respond to criticism, ask staff to review a matter, or ask that a matter be placed on a future agenda. However, board members shall not discuss or take legal action on matters raised during an open call to the public unless the matters are properly noticed for discussion and legal action. Public comment should be limited to 3 minutes or less, and the board requests that the public refrain from the use of speech or language that is offensive or inappropriate. Pursuant to board policy KFA, the president will limit discussion whenever she or he deems such action appropriate to the proper conduct of the meeting. Okay, so we have one item. The topic is blitz information, and the person requesting to address the board is Ms. Lizzie Manapin.
Good evening, Madam President, members of the board, administration. Just here to remind you that the blitz has arrived. We personally want to invite you to attend this Saturday from 8 to 11. We are ready to have our annual blitz. Once again, we have over 55 organizations there, doctors, vaccinations, physicals, gift certificates for haircuts. So we hope to see everybody there. Our schools will be participating also, so we are ready on Saturday. We appreciate all the support that we get from every single administrator, school board members, community. Our donations have been fluent, so we are very lucky that the event seems to be popular enough that we don't have to have a lot of issues in our donations for financing. So we appreciate everything you do for our families. And once again, you're invited to attend on Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 4, presentations. Number 1, Santa Cruz Valley Education Association update. Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, I'd like to invite Denise Cruz. They are going to be the new leadership of the association. As you know, we've moved to an IBB format, which is an interest-based bargaining, which are technically are no sides, that we work together as a collective group and collaborate. But we still do have the association, and we'd like to recognize them, kind of give us an update as to what their intentions are for this coming year.
Good evening, school board members. My name is Denise Felix, and I'm the STVA president. And
Rico, I'm the IBD representative.
we're looking forward to an exciting year this year, working with administrators and staff. We brought along our executive team. If I may do so, I'd like to introduce them. We have Donna Pacheco, and she is our communications chair. She will be posting on Facebook, sending emails or newsletters. She's like our tech person, so it's a new thing for us, so we're very, very excited. Oh my gosh, we have Guadalupe Flores, and she is our secretary. And we have Amy, let me see, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Donata. And she is part of our bargaining and negotiations team. We're to see Christine McCain, and she is our treasurer. And we have site rep Sandra Gallardo. We have 3 for San Cayetano, which are Maggie Trujillo, Jennifer Martinez, and I can't remember, sorry. We have one more, but I can't remember her name. Do you want to say a little bit about the IBD, or?
In general, it's been a breath of fresh air, the way we've been discussing everything like that before we had the meeting conferred, and it was a little bit more excited in some ways, and with this new process, everything like that, we've got a lot more open conversations, everything like that. The only thing we would like to ask is possibly a little bit more training on it, because I think we only have a brief one. And then maybe get a mediator, because the one we did have is supposed to schedule, like, retired right afterwards, and we haven't been able to get one back since. And, I mean, if this is, we're having debates between the district and the union or anything like that, it doesn't always go peacefully, I mean, it's going to happen. And, we would like to possibly get someone to help us with some of the harder issues, more sensitive ones, to make sure that it goes a little bit smoother. I think the one we did have in mind there was someone from the ADA.
We do, yes. We had talked about possibly we have one individual at the ADA headquarters in Tucson who is trained for IBB. So there was some discussion during our last meeting with IBB, and everyone felt comfortable having him, but we haven't quite decided.
Bring it to the board to see, I know you guys had some discussion about it last time or something like that, about who was actually brought in to facilitate the training, so we just wanted to bring that to light again. Sorry.
Can you speak into the microphone, please? I'm sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, because I know you guys did have something to do with it last time about who was brought in to do the training or anything like that for us last time, so we just want to bring it back up again. It worked last time, but again, we got retired, he used to get a replacement, and the other guy who's supposed to replace him just never showed back up.
The only thing I had recommended is to look into the federal mediators, and the gentleman was a federal mediator, and they do it for free. So all you have to do is look into the federal mediator website and find one, and they can work it into your schedule, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's what we were going through before, and again, like I said, the guy from that place was supposed to be coming back to us. It's just, said, oh, I was going to do this, and kept finding other things and everything. But like I said, it showed up twice out of all the times we asked him to come down.
I'm sure that's a discussion that you and of course the administrative team can work on. I'm sure as long as you're both agreeable to where it goes, I'm sure that's all that matters. As long as the process is working for the benefit of everyone, that's what's most important. Are there any comments, questions from the board? Mr. Hayes?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Vanderbilt? Ms. Fobian?
Nothing, thank you.
Thank you. And, you know, as all of you know, that was one of the things that I really wanted to bring on. I'm just really pleased how well it's been working out. And as you can see, you know, the agenda schedule and everything is just working out really well to the benefit of all employees. So it does. It just takes time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears. Even Mr. Sadler probably knows, but it all works out. You know? So again, thank you to all of you, the organization, our administrative team. I think you're all doing a great job. Thank you. Item number 2, superintendent's report.
Thank you, Sue. Just a few items. I know that you've had in previous meetings a request to identify what happened to the Berlin Wall that was donated to schools, so I'm not been able to define that. And so we did request that the gap posts be placed in the lobby at the high school as they were before. But as far as the piece of the wall, we still have not been able to identify where that is located. We'll continue to look at that and see where it is at. Also, this afternoon, we had a meeting with the cross-country invitational group because we are going to host the cross-country invitational, but also a section. So it's going to be the first time that we're expecting anywhere up to 40 teams, I believe it is, for both. And so it's a big event, an exciting opportunity for our district to showcase not only our area, the community, because it is a community event, but also our school site, and also I think just because of our strong cross-country program, we have a lot of people that will want to come down and see where we actually train and work, because I know that everybody wants to know how do you get so many good cross-country runners from Rico. It's a lot of hard work, and so they'll get to come and see where we train. Also, speaking of training, we now have our Santa Cruz Valley Training Facility, which was our former Welcome Center, former district office, has been renovated and is now a designated training facility. So we will no longer have to use the boardroom all the time, but we will have a designated training facility for staff development as well as for community use. So we're excited about that. We'll schedule a meeting down there so that we can tour the facility. It's an exciting opportunity for us. I know that there are not many districts that have a designated training facility. We are fortunate to be able to do that. It was very cost effective versus building a building or getting rid of the building. We just kind of repurposed it. So I think it's a really good repurposing of the building. It also moves them from the high school and give the high school 2 rooms back. And so now they have a permanent home. I think they moved 3 or 4 times trying to find a permanent space. And I think that they're very happy with that facility. But other than that, there's just a lot of things getting ready for the preparation of open school in a few weeks. We are working on our welcome back celebration, get the back to school blitz. There's just a lot of positive things. Everybody's getting excited and ramped up for the new school.
Thank you. Item number 3, excuse me, governing board member report. Mrs. Fobian?
I don't have much. I truly want to compliment Lizzie Menefee one more time on the amount of donations she has been able to get from different agencies, community groups for the Blitz. I mean, it is wonderful, especially that Save One check, which we were denied for so many years. But I think everybody who's going to be there is very excited about it. The ability to give out school supplies to the families, and it's always a good time. So thank you so much for your efforts and your team. Thank you for leading.
Thank you. Mr. Vanderbilt?
Thank you. What's of concern to me is in the later on in the agenda, the great number of certified long-term subs that we're hiring again. And as I looked at it,
Could that be a future topic of discussion, or is that, like, are you congratulating them, or?
I'm just making observation of the number of long-term subs. All of the second grade is sent back on. All 3 are long-term subs. And I'm really concerned what that will do to the third grade reading scales a year from now.
And so then that could actually fall under the topic for discussion.
Correct.
Thank you. Mr. Hayes?
Just one thing to add that, you know, we know that the sports teams have started their practices for year, and band camp kicked off this week also, so you might see our band members down there practicing their formations and whatnot.
Thank you, Mr. Hayes. I'd just like to say, I hope everybody got the chance to see Mr. Fanning on TV. I thought that was really cool. I didn't even know about it. This sounds terrible, but I was at a dinner and my daughter texted me, Mr. Fanning's on TV. So I made her tape it for me, so I came home and watched it. It was very well done. It was very, the teacher, I can't remember her name, but she did a great job of showcasing our district. So congratulations to both of them. And, you know, having the invitational here is just really, I mean, it's not only a great honor and a way to showcase our district and our talent, but also I think it's a great honor and a way to showcase Mr. Shadler. You know, it's only a shame, you know, this sounds really strange, but it's a shame that you didn't have more kids we could showcase them too as well, you know. When you speak of talent, you know, wow. I mean, it says so many great things about our district, that we have so many great things going on. And on another note, I do want to thank our district administrative team, Mr. Verdugo, Mr. Shadler, and Dr. Lunderville. We had a family in a little bit of a crisis, and from one day to the next, we solved it. Now, what does that say about our community and caring about our family and our kids and everything? I mean, to me, that just says so many wonderful things, that we could solve it. In less than 24 hours, it was solved. So thank you. I mean, to me, you don't know how much that means, and to this family, I'm sure they just can't express their gratitude. But this is a caring community, and people forget that. We're not like other communities. We're not like the ones to the south and to the north. We're unique, and we care about our people. And that just meant so much to me. I mean, it touched my heart. It really did. And I will continue to make sure that we touch our families the same way. So thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, let's move on to item number 5, information, discussion, and action. Number 1, information, discussion, and possible action on the Arizona School Boards Association proposed 2017 political agenda and delegate assembly process. Mr. Verdugo.
Yes, we received notice from ASBA requesting that we place this item on the agenda earlier because we will be having the delegate assembly in September. And so this is the political agenda as well as who will be the delegate.
Did everybody get a chance to look at this in their packet? All right. So do we have any discussion on the proposed political agenda and delegate assembly process? Mr. Hayes, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Vanderbilt? Okay, Ms. Fobia?
Nope, looks good.
Thank you, and I have none. Do I hear a motion?
Is this a motion to approve?
Yes.
A motion to approve the proposed 2017 political agenda and delegate assembly process as per ASBA.
No moved.
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Number 2. We voted on the delegates already. Mr. Hayes will be the delegate, and I will be
This
the
was
alternate.
just for the formalized agenda that we had
Okay.
all had input on,
Yeah.
and then the process itself.
Super. Thank you.
Thank you for clarification, Ms. Fobia. Okay, item number 2, information, discussion, and possible action on salary placement guide revision. Mr. Verdugo.
Yes, if you remember, we presented after the long study of public sector that revised our guide. And through that whole process, there were many revisions, and the one that was presented to the board had some misplaced positions. So we wanted to bring that back because salary increase that was not based on the study where they should have been placed. And so we were requesting that they be placed in the proper number or level. So it was, I think it was level 25, and they were supposed to be level 22, but I think it's clarified in the memo. I'll just turn it over to Clea.
Good evening. Yes, it took us a while to really grasp some of the parts of the study. And what we didn't grasp and understanding is some of the recommendations were an annual amount based upon 261 days. The particular positions that we are reassigning to a grade are not year-round positions. They're not 261 days. They work less. So that's why we're recommending an adjustment to their grade level.
Any discussion from the board? Mrs. Bodie?
Do we think this is it? I know it was huge. I know. It's just big, kind of dribbles.
Yes, and the thing is what we realize now is that we can also internally start to make sure that we keep track of the process and verify that they're in the right position based on days and the number of duties that they have. So it was really eye-opening for us to go through that entire process. Like I said, it took roughly a year to go through between the interviews of staff, collection of duties, making sure that no duties were duplicated, and just going through every position that we have in the district was a large endeavor. And so this, again, I felt bad when it was brought to light that we had this mistake even after a year. But again, we want to make sure that we come forward and say, hey, we got to fix this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Vanderbilt?
Nothing.
Mr. Hayes?
Nothing.
Thank you. And I don't have anything right now. Do I hear a motion to accept the salary replacement guide revision?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 3, information, discussion, and possible action to approve agreement to modify professional staff contract. Mr. Rico.
Yes, along the same lines as we were going through the process, we looked at the number of days that individuals had contracted. And so when we first brought back to the board that there were, I think, 66 classified individuals and only one professional person that had to have their contract modified that was above the 3%. Well, through this process, we identified, I believe it to be 6 more individuals that are professional, and so those contracts will need to be modified to meet the new level placement as well as the new days. So is that correct?
Actually, full days.
Yeah. So their days match with their classification.
Okay, discussion. Mr. Hayes?
None at this time.
Mr. Vanderbilt?
Nothing, thank you.
Mrs. Fogel?
Nothing, thank you.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion to approve the agreement to modify professional staff contract?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The motion passes. Item number 4, approval of recommendation of contract offer with salary and benefits in the amount of $42,012 to Mr. Dominic Armijo as the San Cayetano Elementary School Dean of Students for the 2016-2017 fiscal year, replacing Ms. Mimi Renteria.
Yes, thank you. And we are very excited. I don't know if Mr. Romeo was able to make it this evening. I don't see him. I know Ms. Rodriguez was here as well, but I know she had to leave as well. But Mr. Romeo is one of our own again. He is a former student, graduate of Rico High School that went away, was in the military, has been working in Tucson, and has done a really nice job there. Completed his principal certification, and when this position opens, he threw his name into the hat, and through the interview process was identified as the as the best candidate. We're really excited to have him with our team. He's coming with a lot of different experience. Again, he spent some time in the military, and we're again just excited to bring back one of our own that has again been through the process, and hopefully now as a dean will be on a track to become an administrator within the district. So I don't know if Mr. Shannon would like to share anything about Dominic, since Dominic was one of his former students.
Well, very, very good. He was a former student and also cross-country and track runner. And there's a very short story about his character, I think. And he was, I don't know, one of the very first classes to graduate. And he was on the 4x4 relay, and he ran in the prelims, and we qualified for the final. And then I rotated him out and put someone else in for the final, which was a common thing to do. And they ended up winning the gold medal. But Dominic was happy to step aside, and he played his role on the team, and I think that really is a high school story, but I think it says a lot about his character.
Discussion from the board, Mr. Dees?
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Vanderbilt?
No, nothing. Sorry, I'm not able to attend this meeting.
Ms. Fobia?
Nothing, thank you.
I knew Dominic since he was a young guy too. He used to pal around with my kids and at the house and in and out. So it's just really exciting to see. I would kind of miss him being here. His mom still teaches. So that's kind of neat to have him back in our community now. His dad retired, right?
Yeah, his dad taught for many years at Mount View Elementary School, and retired at least 10 years ago. He was not there when I was principal, but he was a long time foundation for Mr. Baker's principal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So it's good to have another Armijo back, so to speak. Okay. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve the recommendation of a contract offer with salary and benefits in the amount of $42,012 to Mr. Dominique Armijo as a San Cayetano Elementary School Dean of Students for the 2016-2017 fiscal year, replacing Ms. Mimi Gutierrez.
And I second that motion. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 5, information, discussion, and possible action to schedule the SCV USD number 35 governing board retreat, including possible topics.